One local artist, the history just isn't in his art, though. Hear how he creates these pieces with hardly any professional training.
And if you're looking for a
fabulous.
So does Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. And a little training, but huge talent. I talked to a local artist and his teacher about how he created some amazing works of art with hardly any training. Right now, though, Michael Jackson would have celebrated his 51st birthday tomorrow, so we're forgetting about all the drama. Instead, we're taking a trip back in time to appreciate all the great music he left behind. We'll also meet the local man who created all these pieces of art inspired by the King of Pop. Believe it or not, this artist had almost no professional training.
Here, listen.
As we said before, tomorrow would have been Michael Jackson's 51st birthday. A local man with a love of all things Michael has an interesting talent and a natural ability. I interviewed him earlier this week when he brought some of his work to our studio. We have some amazing works of art here, and we have the artist and his teacher here. Some of this stuff is merely incredible. We want to introduce Alex Kraski.
Yes, sir.
And Jan Bennett.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to Channel 13 Studios. I want to show everyone the first piece here. There's just an amazing piece of art. Alex, if you come over here for just a second and explain this, the Michael Jackson piece here, and what was your motivation behind this, first of all?
Actually, I'm a huge fan of Michael Jackson, and it goes back in time. When I was in Russian military, I was the biggest fan of Michael Jackson from there.
Now, this is an oil painting, I understand, but I understand you just learned how to paint with oil.
Yeah, I started to draw in oil 4 months ago, and I went to classes to my teacher, and I did 4 classes in oil. Before I did drawing with pencil only, so this is the only first time I just started actually to do that.
And your teacher, Jan here, what do you do when you have a student, a prodigy, obviously, that comes in? What did you say to him when you first saw his work?
Well, I was more excited than he was, actually, because I could see the talent there, and it was really wonderful, amazing to see his work and his pencil, drawings and everything. And I just thought, if he wants to learn some oils, I'll help him with the oils, and that's what I did pretty much. Showed him how to blend, how to apply, and he does all the work. He's doing this. This is not me. This is his work.
And he has quite a body of work that we're going to show you here. But let's move over here for just a second. I want to explain to people how you get Alex. This is basically how you start out, correct?
Yes. This was my last work actually. I did it in pencil, and then I started to do it in oil. And the whole idea is actually very interesting. It's Michael Jackson, and behind him are his fans who put the candles in shape of the heart. And he's standing in front of them, and it's raining, but he's not alive anymore. So it's like his ghost. He came to his fans to see.
Now, do you set up pictures? Do you take pictures? Do you look at pictures from magazine, or is all this just out of your mind's eye?
No, sometimes I use images. Sometimes I do it from my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but sometimes I use everything actually, everything possible.
Let's just walking down here. Some of these things. Now you've done, and all of these you tell me you've painted since he passed away.
Yeah, the first day actually I went to his. What was it? I went to Los Angeles the day he died, because for me it was the biggest actually loss that America had.
How long did it take you, for instance, to paint this one?
This one, 3-4 days. This one, couple months.
This one's quite involved, and you've got all sorts of other characters here.
This one also a couple days.
This one's quite amazing too, because you've kind of captured the essence.
And the interesting thing about this picture, when he died, this was my first thing that I devoted to him. And the next days, or maybe in a couple days, it was in all newspapers, the same image. I had this picture from some magazine, I don't remember, from old things. But then the next day they did exactly the same thing.
Now, you're from Russia. You've lived in Las Vegas here for some 9 years, and while you just started in oil, you actually have done a lot of pencil work, and we want to get down to that, because some of this stuff, if you follow me here, it's just absolutely stunning. Obviously, you like celebrities. Angelina Jolie seems to be one of your...
I like Angelina Jolie's image very much. I think she's very, very photogenic, whatever, I don't know. very beautiful woman. That's why I use her and the image of Apollo, because I think they match.
Yeah, a lot of people would agree with you. And you've done a couple others, but this one I find absolutely amazing. This is all pencil. And how many pencils did it take?
I spent about 1,000 pencils, maybe more, because they grind very fast, the pencil. So I had a big bowl with pencils like that, like this, and then they just disappeared.
This whole thing done in pencil. And how long did it take you?
Oh, this one I was doing probably during the year, because what happened after work, every time I come home, I just throw it. But you know, right now I laid off 4 or 5 months ago, so that's why actually I started doing oil, because I have time. And I sit at home applying to any jobs, and for so many months I didn't get anything. And
Did you ever think of working as an artist?
Oh, that's my dream now, because I work from 8 o'clock in the morning till night, sometimes nights. Because right now I'm so into it. My teacher told me that I would waste my talent if I wouldn't do that.
Jan, does he have a future as a commercial artist or professional artist?
I believe he does. I can see it. I really believe in him. And you can see what he's doing here. I mean, that's good enough, you know, to really...
I'll say it. He's incredible. He's incredible. Well, Jan, Alex, thank you very much for stopping by and sharing your wonderful art with us. This is truly amazing, and good luck in the future. We hope it works out.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks.
Such beautiful work, and when Alex came in with all that, we were all just staring at it for so long.
Oh, stunning! And he's had the equivalent of 4 months of formal training. He walked in, his teacher was there, and after 4 months she said, "Fly away, bird, because you're it." I mean, all that stuff, and the one of Angelina Jolie, 1,000 pencils. That was one of his first works.
Well, he emailed all of us about his work. He's so passionate about Michael Jackson in particular, one of his idols, one of his favorites. So
yes, obviously
painted pictures in honor of him for many years. So we were very, very happy to have him in here.
Yes, beautiful stuff. Hey, a big
thanks. Well, tomorrow is President's Day, and some of you are lucky enough to have the day off. One local immigrant is already celebrating in a very unique way. As News 3's Marie Mortera shows us, he's creating a patriotic masterpiece with a paintbrush and a smile.
I had to catch the moment when his eyes looks alive.
With a few strokes of a brush, oil, paint, and appreciation for freedom, artist Alex Kraski has created a work of art that symbolizes the vision set forth by our founding fathers.
This is my idea, my vision of United States. It represents, it shows the courage, it shows the democracy, and it shows the rights of American citizens. I wanted to show how my vision of United States, I want to show people how I see it.
After being laid off from his job and then becoming a U.S. citizen, Kraski began taking art classes and translating his dream of freedom and democracy onto an artboard.
United States, everything is possible. In any other country, I wouldn't think this way, you know. But in the United States, the dream can come true.
That dream illustrated by portraits of presidents and images symbolic to his new country.
So we have the right of choice. And there are many things in this painting which I, would love to show to all American people.
So after 2 months of painting, Kraski is now working towards his next goal. He would like to present his paintings to President Barack Obama.
My dream is to meet him and to hand it to him personally. And it's a big dream. I mean, everybody else told me that this dream is kind of impossible. But I think